Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, the time is nigh for Wuthering Waves 3.5. We only got a couple of hours left to go, but you're probably going to be watching this after it's already gone live. But I wanted something to do. And that something was to actually watch this video over here about the Cyberpunk collab. But not the Cyberpunk collab that you're probably thinking about. Because the one in Wuthering Waves was really good. I think people had nothing but positive things to say about it. And if they had anything negative, it was about like the gacha or something like that. But over here, it seems like this collab in Apex Legends, people have nothing but negative things to say about it. And you might be wondering why. The situation has gone pretty viral though. 4.4k likes, 72k views by Hero Hey over here in just a day. And I think this thumbnail over here really contributed a lot to the kind of like backlash, right? Or kind of like the outrage. Because like, I guess that's supposed to be Rebecca. And like, good golly gee, the whole like West versus East thing, it is a bit rough because yeah, the game developers on the Western side, not looking too good. So why don't we go ahead? Why don't we start watching this video over here, knowing in our back pocket everything about the Cyberpunk collaboration, and I guess the fact that Wuthering Waves actually got mogged over here by whatever sort of eldritch abomination we're seeing on the left side, left-hand side of the screen. Yeah, let's see how the communities are reacting to this news.
Oh no. Here we go again. Apex Legends Cyberpunk collaboration is being compared to collaborations from other games, especially those made by Eastern studios. Many players say the skins don't look faithful to the original character designs and feel like a downgrade compared to other Cyberpunk crossovers. Some fans are also disappointed that iconic characters like Adam Smasher and Johnny Silverhand were not included in the collaboration.
I think this is great for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, we kind of get like a full-on sort of like overview of how the two game models are looking different. And I gotta say, holy moly, what is going on over here? Dude. Bro, what is that? I'm gonna be real. Is that looks like a man. I'm just gonna be honest. That looks like a man. And I don't know how you fucked it up this bad to the point where, like, dude, how does that even get past, like, they're like JoJo characters? Dude, she looks like a JoJo character. Absolutely.
So we can see the comparisons there. The Eastern devs on the right, on the east, and the Western devs on the left, on the west side there.
Okay, all right. You know what? I'm gonna speed him up. I'm gonna speed him up a little bit. I'm gonna speed him up like a little bit.
From this recent collaboration. Now, the reason I say here we go again is because this reminded me of a collaboration, dude. 2022. It was.
Bro, what is this build? Bro, I'm sorry. This actually looks like a... This doesn't even look like a, like a transsexual person. Like that's, you know, that's like putting in work and stuff. This looks like a, like a bad drag queen. You know what I mean? Where it's like you're doing it badly on purpose because you're not trying to look good. It literally looks like a bad drag queen, like just a straight up dude that has like balloons, right? Like stuffed into like their shirt. Bro, what the fuck? Like straight up. No, that just looks like a man with boobs attached.
Freaking almost 4 years ago. Okay, pause. Existential dread moment.
Wait, that was 4 years ago?
But yeah, excuse me, like I was saying, apparently it was back in 2022 already when this collaboration occurred with Nier Automata and 2B in Rainbow Six Siege, and people were talking about 2B, and they're like, what did you do to our girl? What?
Well, she ain't your girl anymore. I think that is... She might still be yours, but she's definitely not a girl anymore.
Well, at least it can't get any worse. Let's watch the official trailer from this, then we'll get back to the current news with this Cyberpunk collaboration in Apex.
I'm sorry, wait, hold up. Bro, Dude, those look like womanly legs. What the fuck? Bro, I'm gonna be honest, that just looks like a dude wearing high heels. No, straight up, that looks like a dude. That actually looks like a man's legs wearing high heels. What the fuck? And sorry, I got it. Bro, that's gotta be one of the... I mean, that is... Sure. Sure, right? Like... It's ma'am! It's ma'am! Holy shit! Bro, what the fuck? I'm sorry, dude. It's just... Bro, I feel like whatever this is, it sets something back like several years. I'm not sure what, but something got set back several years after this shit came out.
Okay, yeah, that's enough of that. Let's check out the comments. The Netflix adaptation. That's a full-blown dude cosplaying as 2B. That's Leon Kennedy in a dress.
Yeah, and that's even more true than ever, especially after the most recent Resident Evil.
Every time I see Ubisoft touching something, I always say, it can't be worse. Yeah, I've always been wrong. That's what I was saying to him. Like, it can't get any worse. But to be fair, I was saying it facetiously. Obviously, it can. And we're not even done yet. Let's move on. Oh, what is that? Meet Gigachin Rebecca from the Apex Legends Cyberpunk collaboration. The absolute state of Western developers. Gigachin Rebecca's crazy. How about Adam?
The thing is, I think that's just straight up... Wait, sorry. Why? I need to get this shit off the screen. I think that's just the shape of, like, the character's face. I think these are meant to be skins, right? Of Apex Legends characters. And then, so, like, this is this supposed to be Loba? I guess that just means Loba's got kind of a big fucking chin, right?
Shin Rebecca's crazy. How about Adam Smasher Lucy costume?
There's no explaining this one, though. Like, good lord. How did you do this? That's Rampart?
Play. Yeah, you know.
Oh, Loba is Pam. Oh, it's not Loba. That's Rampart. Oh, maybe Rampart. Maybe Rampart just looks like a dude then. Wait, who is this supposed to be a skin for? Who's this? What's the base model for this one? Who's the baseline? Who's the legend behind this skin? It's a new character? How about we take a look at the Pan Am skin? Surely they didn't fuck this one up, right? Oh no, they did it. Hey. You know what, guys? Hey, they did it. They didn't fuck this one up at the very least, right? They didn't fuck this one up. There you go. There you go. At least one of them hit the mark. Awesome. Okay, now explain what the fuck happened here. Bro, it's just, I need to do something for you because I like covered it on my screen and I was like, that looks masculine. So like, I'm gonna specifically get a censor bar going for you using Chatterino. Bro, that looks like a man. Bro, I swear I see a 5 o'clock shadow on that shit. Like, right, I swear I see a 5 o'clock shadow. Like, starting to come in. What? Why? Literally, like, that looks like a 5 o'clock shadow. And you know they can make... You know they can unfuck it too. So, like... Come on. Bro, Clavicular would be jealous of this shit. Bro...
What, maybe going on the internet was a mistake today. If I could have a do-over, I would, well, I do need content, I guess. Whatever. Bro, why would they ever...
Okay, so, like, it looks so much worse here, too.
Give her this...
Like, bro, she looks like Waluigi.
Expression, like, what's going on with her face? This is, like, one of the creepiest things I've ever seen. Like,
And the lighting is not helping either, bro. Like, bro, this looks like the biggest nose in gaming history.
just why? Why would you do this? Even if they wanted to give her like a serious expression, like, oh, you better not mess with me or my friends. I mean, they could do that without this. You know what I mean? Just odd choice.
I just need to show you guys the thing with like Loba and Pan Am, right? They look like each other. This doesn't even fucking look like Lucy at all. I feel like that's the part that's really fucking with people. Like, in Wuthering Waves, this is just what she looks like in the anime, right? Bro, who the fuck is this? How do you even release this?
Without this, you know what I mean? Just odd choice. Madam Savvy chiming in. Let's see what she has to say on this one. Quote, it's supposed to be the character's cosplaying. That's why the faces gets cut off on quote. She says, cool, it looks horrible, and they should try caring more. Weird how entire models are made for other short notice collabs, but all they could do here was cheap clay-looking clothing? Quote, okay, but not every cut off again, unquote. No, it's really easy to translate anime into semi-realism, just shave the jaw a bit. Oh, what's wrong, America?
And the jaw hair, too. Yeah, shave the jaw and the jaw hair.
AAA dev, don't you know how? On the flip side, some are defending this collaboration, writing things like, it's clear that none of you understand what quote-unquote collab is. You're comparing stuff.
Bro, this is not like Rebecca. This is not Rebecca and Lucy. Bro, I've been seeing so many people make jokes. It's like, bro, I seen people type in Lucian. It's not Lucy, that's Lucian. It's not Rebecca, it's Beckham. It's not Lucy, it's Lucifer. Bro, it's these just, they both look like dudes. And it's really bad when you have Pan Am in the same skin set.
That incomparable. You're comparing new models that CN devs made versus costumes that they done for decades. And you're telling them is to remodel them to a point they don't look like the existing characters. Okay, so what? So what? They won't look like the existing characters.
Bro, this just gets disproven by the existence of this shit. I'm sorry. It's fucking over, bro. Like, as long as this shit is in the game, the other ones are literally gonna look like dog shit. Truly. Like, it's not hard to understand it. Bro, just think about it this way. You're getting a bunch of cosplayers ready to go, right? You're having a cosplay contest. And your goal is to cosplay Imeth. One girl and 4 guys show up. Who's probably gonna have the best cosplay? That's what this seems like.
Okay, and why is that a problem? It's a collab. Like, why not put more effort into it? But you know, for argument's sake, I'll say sure. I understand that could be way more effort than these devs want to do. They don't.
The guy, of course, you know what? I realize in the era of 2026, talking about gender roles and cosplay is probably not. They're probably, the lines are blurry. The lines are quite blurry nowadays.
I want to make full new models for the collaboration, and to an extent, that's actually fair. So I won't even really like entirely disagree with that premise. Here's my point. My point is, if the argument is, well, these characters already look like that, then I just have to wonder why.
Wasn't there another base in the game you could have chosen instead of the one that looks like this? I think that's very fair. Yeah, there are like other bases you could have done.
Why are they making all their women look like this? Why is that like the standard female face? Like, why do they have to be, to put it as respectfully as I possibly can, why do they intentionally pick a design choice where it's like the women just look very off? Again, as respectfully as I can put it, they look off. Something's off with this. And the response from the corporate defenders is always the same thing when you point out how Western devs continually do this to female characters. They say, oh, you're just a gooner. You're just a gooner. And
I don't know what this, I'm not exactly sure if this is even like a Western devs are intentionally making the characters look ugly. Because they're putting in the same exact outfits, right? And let's be real here, right? The Rebecca and the Lucy outfits are both, they're kind of like goonery in general. So simply having a collab with an IP like Cyberpunk, Edgerunners, and Cyberpunk 2077 as a whole, bro, like those games and those IPs, they're like gooner at their core. Like bro, like you see Lucy naked, like 20 times in the anime, more like 10. If I saw this character naked, bro, I'm uninstalling everything involved, including maybe my eyes, bro.
it's like, dude, talk about a self-report. Talk about projection. I'm here having a nuanced discussion about character design. There's nothing gooner about that.
I really don't like how he's saying the word gooner with this on the screen. Because, like, this is straight up the...
But these people, they can't actually engage with that discussion at all, so they resort to calling people gooners and saying, just watch prawn. So you can only then reasonably conclude that...
Bro, like, Edgerunners kind of is porn. That's the funny thing about this, is that, like... And, like, 2077 is also, like, kind of porn. Like... That's the funny part. Asking for characters like this to be censored, or asking for them to be sort of like, I don't know, uglified or something like that, that just doesn't make sense in the IP. That's the main point.
People that say that are intellectually incapable.
Nudity is not the main... I know it's not, right? But basically, it's like, if you saw, like, some really goonery shit from Cyberpunk, you wouldn't be surprised it's from that IP. You would almost expect something to be goonery in it.
Of engaging with a nuanced discussion in this manner, so they run away from it like that. And or they're the ones who are so gooner-minded that they can't even see a topic related to character design without making it, you know, sexual and accusing other people of doing what they're actually doing internally via their own projection outwardly. And it's like, okay, look, I get it. You want to defend the Western AAA devs and the Western companies for doing this to women for whatever reason. They want to defend that stuff, but they're like nervous to admit it. So they, in a roundabout way, try to just call other people gooners as they defend it. You know, it's a very weird, pathetic thing.
You just can't do it with this IP. You can't do it with this IP. If you were talking about, I don't know, something else, like an IP that's kind of like safe for work, right? Then you can use the whole, oh, you know, stop being a gooner. But you can't make this argument with Edgerunners, brother man.
But you see that time and time again when stuff like this comes up. Let's check out what the Cyberpunk Edgerunners subreddit is talking about this collab. And we've also got an example of David Martinez there on the left.
So the thing with David over here is that, like, David looks like more Mexican here than he does in the anime, which is, like, odd. So I guess it's fine, right? Because authentic.
Of David Martinez there on the left, which, interestingly enough, as a top response points out, Lucy looks manlier than David, though. Yeah.
The stance isn't helping either. Like David kind of out here being like, you know, kind of like doing a little bit of that, while Lucy's all like fucking like... He got like the soy pose too. Not gonna lie, yeah, why he got the soy pose? That is a soy pose. What the fuck?
What's going on with that? I don't know, but take a look at that for a few more seconds and we'll go check out the other top responses. And here we go. So we got Lucy looks like they gave a random dude her body and hairstyle. It's not just me, right?
I will say this is probably the best looking shot of the character, but when I've seen so many of the character looking fucking ugly, I'm assuming this is the best angle they could have chose. Like every other angle other than this one is like nightmare fuel.
Response reading, definitely not just you. Showing a picture here where on Twitter people were comparing, you know, Lucy to Canon Lucy. Canon Lucy gif saying, I'm sorry. In post-production, I think I may have said that too quickly. My apologies. I was saying Canon Lucy. It kind of sounded like I said Canna Lucy. Canon Lucy. All right.
Bro. This is also the big thing about Canon Lucy. Isn't Lucy Asian? See, that's kind of the big part, right? Isn't Lucy like Asian? Yeah, that's the point, right? She's part Asian. I think she has like a Russian parent or something. What? Bro. Yeah, she's Japanese, bro. What the fuck? Where's the Japanese in... Bro, doesn't Apex Legends have an Asian character? Like an Asian female character. They don't have one of those on the roster already. Where's the DEI then? Like, bro, add that shit to the game. How's it not in the game yet? Huh? They do? Why didn't they get the fucking skin then? Bro, like, even if you are, like, being DEI-y, then you gave the non-Asian character the Asian skin, and then the Asian character doesn't get one. Wait, they got a half Japanese character? Wait, they got a half Japanese character in the game. And Lucy's half Japanese, and then they just gave this random white girl in their game, a random white girl, the Lucy skin. I'm gonna be honest, from a DEI angle, this doesn't even win either. I'm gonna be honest, from a DEI angle, this straight up, like you gave you gave a white man the job over the person who actually fit the role. Yeah, no, this is losing on all fronts. This is a complete catastrophic failure.
David literally looks like the shawarma meme. Lol, they all ugly as hell. This guy held nothing back. Just they all ugly as hell.
Bro, I feel like you can just use that as like an emoji now.
No, I might have gotten suckered into playing Woowa, but this ain't working.
Bro, I bet there are gonna be people that quit Apex Legends because of this. Imagine this being one of the first collabs that causes people to quit the game.
Even non-Woowa players are finding this are finding it hideous. Lol. What do they do to my girl? No, awful, just absolutely disgustingly awful. There are ways to do a collab, like with the accurate models from Wuthering Waves and maybe canon extra content. And then there's this. Wait, this isn't just a poorly executed mod? No, it's an official collab which was announced.
They've got to react to this, right? There's no way they're just letting this release in this state. This shit is straight up.
This collaboration.
This is bad for the IPs.
There's a circle in hell. Sheesh. To be honest, any Edgerunners collabs after the Woowa collab are going to be scrutinized heavily for quality and faithfulness.
Bro, this isn't even like. This is really bad for this reason, right? Because yes, collabs involving the Cyberpunk IP are going to be viewed more aggressively, right? Criticized more heavily because Woowa did such a good one. This would have gotten shit on regardless of what preceded it. That's the issue. This has like 2 multipliers on it. One, it has the you're following up right after Woowa multiplier, and then you have the this is actually fucking dog shit, and it would be shit on regardless. It would have been shit on no matter what.
This Apex collab is being rightfully scrutinized because who the hell even are these people? And then a discussion similar to what we talked about earlier. For example, this user says, I think they might be some select Apex heroes that are given costumes to look like David, Rebecca, and Lucy.
Okay.
I don't think they're supposed to actually be the characters.
No shit.
Rainbow Six Siege did the same thing with Ghost in the Shell and Resident Evil. Response reading, quality still matters regardless. The other user then responding and saying, well, given that the characters still have to look recognizably like themselves, it's not surprising it's jarring to see. They're dressed like Cyberpunk characters but have the body shapes and facial structures of their own base characters.
I don't know what the point is. Like, if they're cosplaying, then why didn't the Japanese person cosplay Lucy? See, that's the part I don't understand. So this explanation doesn't even fit either. Now that I know a white man stole that job.
Besides, translating anime characters to game models with realistic graphics does not usually work in the first place, mainly because anime is heavily stylized to begin with. A good example is the Persona collab in COD Mobile. Sure, you can tell they're supposed to be the Phantom Thieves, but since COD has a more grounded and realistic art style, the Phantom Thieves all look uncanny. With that other user then leaving the final response that reads, I'm not saying the style has to mimic the anime look. I completely understand and I'm already aware that it's unattainable in certain graphical styles.
And this is just the part that is getting echoed over and over again, but I can't deny it.
What I mean is that this is low effort. I mean, Lucy literally looks like a man.
That was the part I was talking about. Bro, that's what every person seems to unilaterally be saying. And there's no way I think you can avoid that, especially with that one shot where it's like the light is angling down and you see his big ass nose. Bro, that is straight up like, bro, somebody sabotaged this collab. Whoever's working, fire them.
Really couldn't feminize her features even a little bit. Those sort of things are what I'm referring to when I say quality still matters.
Fire whoever modeled her, bro. Like, straight up. Like, dude, they are trying to kill your company.
And like I said earlier as well, it then takes you to the next part of the argument, which is, well, why are they making their characters look like this? Why are they making their female characters look like this to begin with? Which, as we discussed, is something certain people really never want to even talk about and pretend.
Bro, this just seems like a strategically stupid decision. No matter which angle you approach this from, DEI, you can approach this from like, oh, stop being a gooner. Nothing works because it's Cyberpunk, it's a gooner IP, and then also like you're not even giving the right ethnicities to the cosplayers in this fucking case. So it's just like, what is the point? Who are you trying to appeal to with this by making the characters look so fucking bad?
Like, it isn't happening. And one more quick response here to close out. As a non-Apex player, that is absolutely comical and horrifying. If Woowa can keep the tattoo accurate, Why can't Apex? And for anyone curious, here's an example of Lucy and Rebecca from the aforementioned Woowa collaboration. There you go.
They look better than they do in their original IP. That's the thing that you don't see very often. Where do you see the characters looking better in the collab than their actual IP?
And people are really loving this, even for other reasons than simply the character designs, which I'll give you an example of right now. As this post from Wuthering Waves Guide reads, Cyberpunk collab's actually insane. I downloaded the game just for this collab. And
okay, I'm pretty sure we can... we know this shit is gas. Yeah, we can skip this part.
Reading, I think that the general impression everyone has is that the models and story are absurdly well done, while the monetization aspects are kind of bad.
Yeah, okay, I think that's actually a summary of the situation. Wow, crazy that was a month ago.
Response reading, well, it is a gacha game. Unfortunately, that's just how things are in the genre, though I hope Kuro does better in the future.
I think everyone knows that a collab costs money. You have to buy the rights for the collab to be able to, like, put it in your game, and, like, your goal is to use the collab to make back the money that you spent to put in the... Yeah, so that's typically why, like, collabs are... Like, that's... Right, that's what you would imagine. Right? So I bet it works like both ways and stuff like that too. But, yeah. And at the end of the day, I don't even think, bro, it wasn't even like... You still got Rebecca for free, so, yeah.
And that's the latest. Thank you all for tuning in.
Alright, so... I guess that's a bit of a breakdown for the situation and my kind of like final thoughts on the matter. What a disaster. I cannot believe that they actually did this, and when you're able to, like, I guess just do, like, the whole side-by-side comparisons like this and look exactly, right, at how inaccurate they are compared to the, just the baseline IP, and then how bad they look compared to other previous collabs, because this is the newest one. This is technically the newest one. So... It's like actually seeing a complete 180. It's like actually seeing the legitimate inverse. And to me, that's crazy. Because I wonder if we're going to get CD Projekt Red employees posting about this collab. That's what I want to see. Maybe we can get some maybe we can get some of those guys, some of those Polish guys to chime in on this, how they feel about the how everything is turning out. Let me know what you all thought. Peace out.